Hey everybody, good morning. 6 a.m. here on your Tuesday. I'm Grace McKenna.
And I'm Gabriel Gonzalez. Thank you for joining us on streaming and on Channel 11. It is January 13th, and whether you like it or not, it is going to feel like January 13th in just, Matt, a couple of hours, right?
We knew it was inevitable, Matt.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, today will be one of those more mild days, but starting tomorrow, winter part 2 is what I'm calling it. We've had a bit of an on and off wintry trend over the last few days, and we are going to definitely see some cold air head our direction. That's why we have this weather impact alert that will be activating for tomorrow evening and lasting into the night, as rain showers that will be arriving for our Tuesday night start turning into snow showers throughout tomorrow night. So we are going to advise you to download the free WHAS11 app to stay up to date with these upcoming weather changes, because there's a lot going on as we head into the rest of this week. As of right now, a quiet start to our Tuesday morning. This view of downtown brought to us by U of L Health and First Savings Bank. We've got temperatures staying into the upper 30s right now across Jefferson County. Over in southern Indiana, we've got 38 Bedford, 35 Seymour, 32 Scottsburg, 33 in Elizabethtown, and 34 for you folks near Hodgenville. The satellite and radar continuing to keep us quiet right now, but you'll notice a few of these patchy clouds farther off towards our north. We're going to continue seeing that trend arrive as we head later on into our day. Still expecting a patchy sunny afternoon though, so temperatures are going to be ranging still in the 30s through the morning hours, but those winds continue to stay out of the south. We could see some winds gusting up to 30 miles per hour at times throughout the day, and then those temperatures staying into the upper 50s just before sunset, and then clouds start to steadily arrive later on into our evening hours, and then we will see the development of some showers for the first hours of the night. Those will carry over into our Wednesday morning, and then we are going to start settling into a bit of a snowy trend for tomorrow later into the afternoon. Here's a look at that bus stop forecast. Temperatures continuing to stay in the mid-30s to start off your school day. On your way back, you can expect temperatures to be in the upper 50s. That's a look at your weather details for now. More coming up soon. Here's Matthew with traffic.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. Heading out the door for this morning. For your Tuesday, we're still seeing one crash along I-65 for this morning. That's right near Great Lane as you make your way onto the Waterson for this morning. So we're still seeing one lane blocked in, the right-hand shoulder blocked due to that crash. Not really stopping any traffic, but you can tell some of those officials on scene of this crash. It looks like we do have a pretty heavy 18-wheeler with some cargo onto that, and along with another car that was involved. So it looks like two cars was involved with this crash. So just be aware as you make your way towards this area on I-65 northbound as you get closer to the Waterson for this morning. Give you a look across Louisville Metro. Looking pretty good outside of that. Looking pretty good along I-71 at Frankfort Avenue, as we are still down to one lane in that area due to the construction. And along Jeans 9 at Barstown Road, looking pretty good for this morning. We'll send it back over to you, Grace and Gabe.
All right, thanks, Matthew. Our top story this morning, we have learned the name of a 15-year-old girl shot and killed this weekend in Elizabethtown.
Friends shared a picture, and Hardin County School says she was a student there. This is the victim, 15-year-old Kaiten Atwell. Early Sunday morning, Elizabethtown police found Atwell shot in a Lowe's parking lot with 21-year-old Brian Harbison and another 15-year-old girl. According to an arrest citation, the 15-year-old suspect got a hold of Harbison's gun and shot Atwell once. Police say she told them Harbison put the gun on the center console and told her it was not loaded. But Harbison told police the 15-year-old unlocked his glove compartment and took out the gun. The 15-year-old suspect is charged with murder. Harbison is charged with unlawful transaction with a minor and wanton endangerment. On Monday, he pleaded not guilty to both of those charges. His next day in court is scheduled for January 21st. Hardin County Schools released a statement saying in part, quote, Kaiten was enrolled in the HCS virtual school and previously attended Heartland Elementary School and Bluegrass Middle School. Kaiten's teachers remember her for her dedication and personal growth.
Right now, Kentucky lawmakers are shaping your kids' future at JCPS. They're back in Frankfort this week for the legislative session. Just a week in, lawmakers are already signaling they want a closer look at the financial decisions made by the JCPS board. It comes as the district is running out of time to cut $132 million from its next budget to address that massive budget shortfall. JCPS Superintendent Brian Yearwood is set to present his first draft proposal to the school board next week. Board member Taylor Everett told WHAS he'd be open to more oversight.
Any oversight, any additional expertise to make sure we run this correctly and spend the taxpayers' dollars the right way, I'm all for it. Yeah, is there a chance that it could be micromanaged? Yes, but I'm of the opinion that the more we can all collaborate on this, the better. I think it'll be better for students in the end.
And in another move aimed at JCPS, Louisville Representative Jared Bauman has filed a bill which, if passed, would let Louisville Metro Council and Jefferson County voters decide whether or not to split JCPS into smaller districts. This morning, it's all clear on the University of Louisville campus after a scare Monday afternoon. Students and staff got a message to evacuate 2 libraries and avoid the area around 2:15 yesterday. First responders said things were safe just after 4 and nobody was hurt. U of L says at about the same time, other universities around the country got the same threat. Murray State in Western Kentucky was reportedly one of them.
People in Old Louisville are getting the chance to put an end to semi-trucks driving in their neighborhood. It is a fight 20 years in the making. Louisville Metro's Department of Transportation hosted its first public input meeting on Monday. People were able to share their questions and concerns about semis driving in residential areas. Oak and St. Catherine Streets in Old Louisville are 2 of the main problem areas. That's where semis will take detours off the interstate and into neighborhoods.
This neighborhood predates those facilities that those trucks are going to. This neighborhood predates the interstate. This neighborhood is for people and the residents who live here.
So we're trying to balance those 2 needs and make sure that you can get from point A to point B without, disturbing neighborhoods.
Louisville Metro's Department of Transportation is holding 2 more meetings. There is one tonight in West Louisville from 4 to 6 in the evening at the Southwick Community Center. There's another one tomorrow in the heart of South Louisville from 6 to 8 at the Americana World Community Center.
Nearly 24 people in East Louisville are without a home this morning after a fire near Norton Commons. Firefighters from Anchorage, Middletown, and 2 other departments got to the Summit Place apartments near the new Brownsboro Road Publix just after midnight Monday. They think cigarette butts thrown out in a balcony flower pot sparked the fire. We're told it was under control in about an hour and damaged 10 apartments, putting 20 people out of their homes. Apartment management and the Red Cross are helping them find a place to stay.
Happening today, the city is opening the UPS plane crash site for the first time to media outlets. WHAS11 will be there for a tour. This after employees of businesses have returned and the wreckage of the jet is in Texas for investigation. So far, the only view of the crash have come from NTSB drone footage and Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg when he first toured the crash site. Louisville Metro Emergency Services also plans to hold a news conference about the progress of the cleanup. Emergency Services Director Jody Myman will be there. The crash site is still closed to the public. You can watch that story during our evening newscast today. You can stay up to date by downloading the WHAS11 Plus app on your TV. Just download and watch for free.
All right, Matt, coming over to you. What's one thing we need to know?
We've got rain showers that will be developing tonight, and they will be turning into snow showers as we head into our night tomorrow. We're going to activate a weather impact alert beginning tomorrow evening to keep you ahead of this incoming system. Make sure you download the free WHAS11 app to stay up to date with these weather details. We'll have more coming up in just a few short minutes.
Thanks.